Hello, once more here again. I'm sezojames with the third tutorial of this series, and what we are going to cover in this tutorial are the following topics. First of all, we are going to cover the different paste types. In our last tutorial, we cover formatting technique, and if you have not watched that video, you can please go back and watch the second video of this particular series. These are the functions here that we are going to cover. As we are going to cover the additional function, we see additional function in Excel is used to sum up numbers in Excel, and also the subtraction function here, we are going to cover it. It is used to subtract one value from another. The multiplication function, which is used to multiply two or more values, and also the division function, which is used to divide one value by another, and the mean, which return the smallest value in a range, the max, which return the largest value in a range, the count, which count the number of cells that contain a number, and the average, which is used to calculate the average of a range of values, the media, which return the middle value in a range, the count A. This function return a number of non-empty columns in Microsoft Excel, and then the last one, which will be the concat, which is used to join text strings in Microsoft Excel. Now, much of the explanation, let's dive into the work. Without wasting much time, here we have just type random numbers in this Microsoft Excel sheet. You can go ahead and type random numbers, and then what we want to do is to learn how to do our pasting. The pasting have a lot of technique. Now, what we want to do, we want to copy this 10. We right click on our mouse after pointing on it, and then we press copy, and then we come here to the next cell, which is E, and then we right click, paste. That's the way to do it. As you see here, we still have something rounding the number that we have just pasted, and we are having this drop down. This drop down is ready to show us the different paste options that are available in Microsoft Excel and which we want to explore. Next, we want to press escape on our keyboard to stop all these different activities here, and then we proceed to our next activity. Maybe we want to copy a list of values here like this one. We right click, copy, we come here, and then we right click, paste. You see, you can copy multiple numbers in Microsoft Excel or values, but what we want to do is to explore the different functionalities. Now we press escape again. The next thing we want to do is to explore this dialog here. As you see, we have this small dialog, which is the keyboard dialog here, and then when we click it, it is showing us here the keyboard, what the keyboard is holding as a copied text. Now let's just try to copy this one. Copy. You see, it has already shown that something has been copied. And then when we come here again and we right click, we said copy. It has shown again copy. You see, it is showing here 5. And when we come here again and then we said copy, it is showing here again 3. So it is showing here that we have copied 3, we have copied 5, and then if we want to come here again to paste it, we can click here, and then we can click here, and then we click the 5 again. You see, it has paste all. Now, if we want to paste all what is on the keyboard, we just press paste all. You see, it has pasted it all. Now, that's the reason why they give us this dialog here. Now, we close it, and then we proceed. The next level of pasting is the paste value. When we copy a text here, let's just say we copy this one text, and then we want to paste it here. We right click, we have what we call paste value. Maybe we just want to paste a value which contains a formula, but we don't want the formula to be pasted. We just click paste value, and then you see it has just pasted the value. Now let's just make a simple example here. We said 2 and 2, and then we said equal to 2 plus 2, and then here we see 2 plus 2 is 4. Looking at the formula bar here, we have j plus 5. But if we copy this one here, and then we want to paste it here, if we paste it this way, it is going directly with the formula. But if we come here, let's just press escape. Let's say we copy. Maybe we don't want to paste it with formula. We say right click, And then you see when we paste it with value, it is not showing any formula. But this one, remember we paste it, it is showing with values. We press escape. So what we want to do next is to copy here, and then we want to paste here again. We can click here to see the different paste option. This is a paste with formula and number format. Here is to keep source format. What it means is that if we have a particular number in a particular source format, when copying it to that same worksheet or to another worksheet, it is going to maintain that same format that we have copied previously. So this one here, it pastes with no border. Maybe we have, for example, we have a value here with a border. Let's just input a border. We said all border. And then we want to copy this particular cell here. We have these values, we copy it. And then we want to paste it with no border here. We come here, we said paste with no border. You see, for this one here, it has border, and for this one here, it doesn't have a border. We want to explore another type of pasting technique. What you want to do is to highlight this one here, and then we right click, we said copy. We want to paste it horizontally. And then we come here where we want to paste it, we right click, and then we set transpose. You see, when you say transpose, it is pasting it horizontally instead of this vertical form. It is pasting it horizontally. Now, we go to another type of pasting, which is paste special. But before going to paste special, I want to type here 2. And then I want to change the format to, let's just say I want to use this format. I use the format, and you see, just directly taken this format. Remember, we explored this particular tool in our previous video. So what you want to do is to explore the paste special. So when I place my cursor on 2, and then I right click, I copy, and then I come here, I left click on this one, I highlight it. After highlighting it, I right click, I come to paste special, and then I drag my paste special dialog to the right to see what is going to happen here. I want Excel to perform an operation. What I want to do next is to click on multiply. And when I click on multiply, what Excel will do, it will directly multiply these 2 by these numbers here. Now, what you will have here as an outcome is 20, and here is 10, and so on and so forth. Let's just press OK, and you see Excel have directly multiplied this number by these numbers here. So I want to do another thing again. I want to set let Excel add 2 to each of these numbers here. I will click on 2 again. I right click, I press copy, and then I come here again and left click. I highlight the numbers, and then I right click. I come to paste special. I drag this one here for us to see what will happen. And then when I press add here, this time round is going to add 2 to each of these numbers here. It is going, this one is going to be 22, this one 12, this one 8, and so on and so forth. I press OK. You see, now we are having different types of transformation, you see. And then I press escape. For this one now is 22, here is 12, here is 8, and here is 22, and so on and so forth. I press again and highlight 2, and then I right click, I press copy, and then with left click, I highlight, and I right click to have my paste special dialog. And this time around, Excel is going to do a subtraction, and then I click, I press OK. Excel have done the subtraction, and I press escape again. I click on 2 again. The reason why I use 2 is because 2 is small. Is the smallest value for us to understand the concept properly. And then I right click, I press copy here again, and then I highlight here, I right click, and I press paste special, This time round, I want to use the division. Excel will have to divide all these numbers here by 2. So, and when I press OK, you see this time round, it has divided these numbers by 2. And I press escape. And we want to explore just the next topic. For this tutorial, this is all I will cover for pasting technique. And then I go into the basic functions of Microsoft Excel. Now, we first want to explore the additional function. Here, where we place our cursor is where the answers are going to be placed. What you should always consider in Microsoft Excel, especially when you want to perform a calculation using a function, is that you should always put an equal to. So here we said equal to, we are going to add this 70 plus this 10. So we type sum, S-U-M, which is the sum total, and then we double click on it, and then we want to highlight these two cells. And then when we highlight it and then we press enter on our keyboard, we have the sum now, and you see the formula here on the formula bar. The next thing again we want to do, if we want to add again, we can use another technique by pressing equal to, and then we press 70, and then on our keyboard we press shift and plus and press 10. By pressing enter, we have again 80. We have different way of doing this particular thing. We have here again auto sum, but as we go by, we'll want to explore more a different way of doing the summation technique. Next, we want to subtract. To do subtract, we press equal to, and then we set 9 and minus on our keyboard, we press 5, and when we press enter, we have 85. 85, which is 90 minus 5, will give us 85. So we have subtract 5 from 90. The next here is multiplication. To do multiplication, we press equal to, and then we want to press 10 and the star on our keyboard, which we can achieve by pressing shift and the hash, or some call it asterisk, to achieve this particular multiplication. So we press again a 3, which gives us 10 times 3, and we have the answer as 30. Next, we want to do a division. We press equal to again. Always press equal to before you input your calculation. So we press 50, and then we press the backslash as the division sign on in Microsoft Excel, and then we press 10 to do the division. Press enter on our keyboard, and we see 50 divided by 10 is 5. And we want to press again to find the minimum number from this row here. We want to press equal to, and then we said MIN, and then we double click, and when we highlight this one, it is going to give us the minimum, and the minimum here is 10. As we see, all these numbers here are greater than 10, and 10 is the minimum value within this particular range. And for the max, it will return the value that is higher within this particular range. Let's say equal to, and then by pressing this equal to, we said max, and then we double click max, and then when we highlight this range of numbers, we press enter, it will give us the maximum value here, and the maximum value within this range is 94. So you see we are having 94 here. Again, we want to count. Already we know what count does in Microsoft Excel. It counts the number of cells that contain a number. we said equal to, we said count, and then this dialog comes up. We double click on it, and then when we highlight the value that we want to count here, we press enter. It is telling us that we highlighted 9 value, and then when we highlight here, we can see it here, count 9. And then you see also here is giving us the mean, the max, and also the sum total of everything that we have highlighted here. That's a simple way to view it, and the average here. And here we want to know the average. Already we press equal to, we said, let's say we just say AV, and then we see the average is here, and then we double click on it, average. When we highlight this one and press enter, it has given us the average, which is 6.88 and 8, and we can reduce the number of decimal points by double clicking on this one. You see, now we have reduced the decimal point. Now we want to check the median. Checking the median of these numbers, here we said equal to, we said MED, and then we double click on it, and then when we highlight here down to 94, we press enter. It has given us the median, which is 85. 85 is the median for these particular numbers. And for here, we want to do count A. Count A in Microsoft Excel, count the number of non-empty cells. We press equal to, and then we press count, count A. This one is the count A, and this one is count. Now we press count A, and when we highlight this, let's say we just highlight, when we highlight this one here and press enter, it only counts the cells that have something within. And here the last one, but not the least, is concat. Concat is being used in order to join 2 or more texts together. Concatenation simply means joining 2 or more texts together. We said equal to concat, C-O-N. You see concatenate. And when we double click on concatenate, we choose the first text, which is my first name, Sir, and we input a comma, and then we want to input a double quotation twice and a space in between it here by pressing the space bar, and then after the double quotation we press comma again. We take the second name and then we press enter. You see we are having Sir James being concatenated together.